Hello students, our today's topic is Boy's Code normal form. As we have discussed earlier, one normal form, second normal form and third normal form. Next normal form is Boy's Code normal form. What does it say? It says a relation is in BCNF if every determinant is a candidate key. If a relation is in one normal form, it can have anomalies. So we divide that relation and we break it in such a way that it become in second normal form. After that we can break the relation in third normal form so that anomalies can be removed. In spite of being in first normal form, second normal form and third normal form, a relation can have anomalies. So we will introduce today Boy's Code normal form. So today we will discuss about Boy's Code normal form. Take an example. We have a relation advisor. Advisor relation have three attributes: student ID, SID, major, the subject or student he is enrolled in, faculty name. Records are assume 100, maths, and faculty name. You can see anything F1, faculty name F1. Next student 150, physics, faculty name F2. Next student 200, major is math, faculty name is F3. Next student is 250, math, faculty name is F1. Next student 200 again, but this time his subject is physics and faculty name F4. Now this relation by definition is in 1NF. It is in 1NF and it is also in 2NF. What is the definition of 2NF? There is no partial dependency. Partial dependency means any known key attribute is fully dependent on the key. This relation is also in 3NF because it doesn't contain transitively dependency. In spite of being in 1NF, 2NF and 3NF, this relation have anomalies. What are those anomalies? Suppose if we want to remove the student 150, the student 150 drops out of the school, then we will delete this record. If we delete record corresponding to SID is equal to 150, then we will also lose the information that faculty 2 is involved in physics. Faculty 2 is in major physics. Then so it contains deletion anomaly. Secondly, if we want to insert new faculty, insert new faculty F5 is equal to computer. We can't insert this faculty until we have the student enrolled in the subject computer. If we insert faculty F5 with major computer, we need SID, we need uh, uh, we need at least one student which is enrolled in major computer. We can't leave it blank. So this is insertion anomalies. Two modification anomalies this relation have in spite of being in one normal form, second normal form and third normal form. So there is next normal form which says a relation is in BCNF if every determinant is a candidate key. Why these two anomalies occur in this relation? Because in this relation we have two candidate keys, SID and major. Next candidate key is combination of SID and F name. These two are candidate keys and we select this as a primary key. If we have SID and major, we can determine the faculty name. We can identify the records uniquely. If we have SID and F name, also then we can determine the record uniquely. We can identify the record uniquely. So these two are candidate keys, out of which SID and major is the primary key. Now this relation have one dependency. One dependency why it is have faculty name determines major. Major is functionally dependent on faculty name because what are the assumptions in a relation advisor? A student can involved in two majors, two or more majors. It can involved in one major also, one and more major. A student, what are the requirements of this advisor table? A student can involve more than one major. Student can be enrolled in one or more majors. A faculty name will only have one major. Faculty name, any faculty will teach only one major. These are the assumption. What is third assumption? One major can be taught by multiple faculties. So we have one dependency. Faculty name determines major. Major is functionally dependent on faculty name. Due to this, because as definition says, each determinant should be a candidate key. Faculty name is not a candidate key. Faculty name is in combination with SID is candidate key. Faculty name in combination with SID is a candidate key, but alone faculty name is not a candidate key. In spite of being a normal key, it is a determinant. In spite of being a non-key attribute, it is a determinant. In spite of being a non-key attribute, it is a determinant. That's why this problem arises. Because if we want to involve new faculty F5, we need a major computer. And we have this information. In spite of having this information, we can't insert this record because we can't leave it blank. That's why we break this relation according to these criteria. We divide this into SID and F name. Student ID, all student ID we will involve here. and corresponding to faculty name, we will write under this attribute. This relation will give the information about student and faculty. In another table, we will take information about faculty and major. Faculty and major, we can say it as subject. F name according to this dependency. F name, major. We have 4 faculty, F1, F2, F3, F4. In this table, faculty name is the key. So we don't need to insert F1 record twice in this table. Major is, F1 major is, you can write it from here. F1 is involved in major maths, F2 in physics, F3 in maths, F4 in physics. These two relations are in 1NF, 2NF, 1NF, 2NF, 3NF, and in Boyce Codd normal form. That's all about today's lecture. Thank you.